Hey Hector, so making a video inside the car. Yes, that's classical music because it seems like they do less interruptions with classical, and they tend to talk like more quietly and calm. And then when you have it where they're on any other one, they're like, "Hey boy, what's up guys? Oh yeah," and it's like, I don't want to hear you talk, really. I would like to hear my music, but you know how that goes. Anyways, so while listening to classical music, why don't we just talk then? I'm saying with the video, but so with the video and everything, so anyways, I've been kind of contemplating with that girl that I told you about, Gina, and I have been being an a-hole to, yeah, I'm just gonna be honest, I've been a bitch, okay? So I've been that way towards her because she keeps posting stuff and I'm like, there's stuff that I'm like, yeah, I know you're talking about me, but, you know, she keeps like acting as if, like, a lot of times.
By Carl Stamets, played by Consortium Classico.
I didn't want to hear you. There are some times where I feel like she thinks I'm talking about her when I'm not, and then there are times where I am posting stuff that I do think of her about it, but it's also about other people. Yes, she is the first that goes into my mind because I do have some bitterness towards her. But on Facebook, I decided to put something out there because she wanted to say something. And I was just thinking, you know what? Let me just say it. Like, I'm not going to call her out because I feel like it's not other people's business to know who I'm talking about exactly. But anyways, so it's like, it's not other people's business to know who I'm talking about. Unless I want them to know. But I really wanted to, I put a thing out there. And I'm like, I don't know if she'll see it or not. But if she sees it, I would like to hear a message from her. And if I don't, then I'm just going to privately message her and be like, okay, let's just get this out now. Let's just do it. Because if she's not, I'm kind of like saying, like, I'll give her the floor to step up and say something. Because I know she wants to say something. So I want her to step up and say it. And if she won't do that, then, you know, I'll do it. And I'll just do it. I'll just say, okay, let's talk about it. There's an issue here. Let's get it out of the way. And, you know, let's just see. Let's just see how, you know, just getting everything out, you know, let's just do that, and then we'll go from there. But I don't know. I kind of, like, there's a thing that I feel like, oh, this is the end of the friendship. But I don't want to already, like, make that conclusion yet. I want to, I want to first, talk to her and kind of give her a chance. But I want her to, like, see it and be like, because I said something and I'm like, the thing is, she doesn't understand. You know, I would say maybe me and her are both being selfish, but I feel like I have more reason, but, like, not trying to, like, outshine and be narcissistic, but I'm saying, like, I feel like I have more of a reason to be upset and be, be bitter. Bitter is the better word, for it. To be bitter, because there was lying and she wasn't being honest. And when I think about it, it's true. She wants to be a mediator, but yet she chose a side. And then she wants to call everything ridiculous, unnecessary, and pointless, when she's not the one that someone was being negative towards and, like, coming after. And then she wants to also then delete comments and then just show it where someone's just chewing me out and all that. And then they don't see, like, the rest of, like, okay, like, because if she kept all the comments, it would make sense. And then people would have read it and been like, okay, that makes sense. But then it ends up looking like it's just painting it like, oh, shame on you, naughty, naughty, naughty. You know, you said something and it's bad, yada, yada. So I was just telling her, if you're going to delete comments because apparently it's all bad, then just go and delete all of them. Because all of it seemed like it was crossing a border for her, according to her. But she only did the ones where after she said no fighting or drama. I told her I wasn't fighting or having drama. I was just talking to somebody over the comments. Like I said, if that girl had an issue, that's her. But I was talking to her and I was gonna, like, get to my point. But I was just trying to also diffuse what she was saying. And I was just making points. Like, oh, hey, honey, you're not single parent. You've had a boyfriend for quite some time. Yeah, one left you and now one you're getting married to and the other one you were going to. But guess what? You were. I don't know. I just feel, honestly, when that crap happened, I just felt like, yeah, bitch. You're a backstabber. Neither one of them was willing to understand me, and they were just okay with being angry with me. I was upset about how they decided to treat me because I had an opinion. And just because the word I used had a different name, it still meant opinion. And I knew what the hell I was talking about. And then I end up having it where she wants to go ahead and then say it's all unnecessary when that person is coming after me. They're being rude to me. And I was talking to them. And I was saying, no, da-da-da-da-da, and trying to explain. I would have had more time to explain my reasoning, but she wanted to just, like, people just didn't want to talk. I guess they just stopped talking, and then she wants to go ahead and delete stuff. And then it ends up looking really bad. And it paints me bad. Because I explained a little more, in the later, like, messages, even when I was talking to the other girl. So the fact that she just kind of, like, deleted all that, I just felt like, she was still siding with Liz. She liked the comment, So she did. And then she left the last one where it was Liz chewing me out. Like, come on. And I bet her excuse was, well, I just deleted all the ones that was after I said no fighting and drama. Guess what was the one that's happened after no fighting, no drama? When I said, oh, I'm not fighting. The one of me saying I'm not going to watch my mouth and then doing a little more explanation stuff. Saying like, well, I have like a sister and da-da-da-da-da. She deleted that one. She didn't say no fighting or drama, even though I wasn't fighting. That comment I made wasn't after she said that. It was before. So she just wanted to delete the ones that she didn't like. That she had an issue with. Because she was pissed. Because she wanted to be pissed off. Because she wanted to take things wrong. When I wasn't. But, honey, how can I not be like, wow, you're definitely going out, like, going against me, when you like a comment that's being rude to me, and is saying, you know, watch your mouth, and you need to not say crap like this, and judge only yourself, because other people are going to be pissed off about what they have read and what you have said. Sorry, but freedom of speech, bitch. I want to say what I want. And I wasn't being rude. I said what I said because it's true. I should probably hurry. But long story short, I'm just saying... Jeez. I'll just cut it close, whatever. I'll just tell her, hey, I'm a little late, sorry. I'm ranting right now. I'm just gonna rant, okay? It's a rant. Anyways, you know, it's kind of hard. And then she wants to go and say all this stuff and like, oh, stop it, you're crossing a boundary. How am I crossing a boundary? You said no negative banter. You post something that is considered controversial, and you don't want negative banter. Honey, not everyone's going to be positive. You have to learn how to deal with some negative shit as well. Like, honestly. Oh, I only want positive stuff. Oh, so you only want people with all of the same thoughts and ideas as you? You can't handle someone who has a different opinion? Who has something else that is they believe to be true? Or is, you know, a better option? You have a problem with that? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. She talks to me like as if she's trying to be reasonable, but she's not, it seems. Like, when I after this crown of crap, I'm just thinking, you're not very reasonable or logical. Nothing I said was rude or offensive. If you were offended, that was a choice you made. I said I just don't agree with being a single parent and being pregnant young. Last time I checked, I don't think being 9 years old because you got raped by your uncle and you having that baby and then raising it yourself at 9 years old is really a smart idea. I think that should be up for adoption. And I think in that case, it would be okay if you had gotten an abortion. Because it would affect her body and destroy it at 9 years old. Because her body's not made for that yet. It's not developed enough. But I don't get to explain any of that because they want to go make it personal. Okay, you got knocked up in high school. That was your fucking choice to have sex. That was your choice to have sex with a piece of shit dude who was doing drugs and abusive towards you. That was your choice. And then you left him because then you realized, no, I gotta leave that. That was smart. Good. Then you dated another guy who was abusive to you. And you had a baby by him. And then you still wanted to marry him even though he was a piece of shit. And then he leaves you. while you already had a baby and everything, and you have no money to be making because you're on pregnancy leave or maternity leave, whatever, and then then you're like, all right, and then you decided to cheat before you decided to break up with him. That's fucked up. And then not only that, now the guy you're dating, from what I've heard, seems to be a good guy. Good for you. You finally found a good one that I hope stays around. And that the stuff I've heard is actually true. I hope so. But for heaven's sake, I'm not mad at you because you got pregnant young. I think you made bad decisions. Like, you did. But I don't think of you less. I just think if you find someone who's going to help you, which it seems like this third guy seems to be that, according from what I heard, then, you finally found someone. You had to go through some pieces of garbage to finally find your little treasure. That's fine. I'm glad you found your treasure. But I don't find you a disgusting person or a lowlife or a piece of shit person or anything like that because you got pregnant young. I just think that was a dumb mistake, decision you made. But you are dealing with that now, and you're a mom, and you can't change any of that. Now, you wouldn't change that because I know you love your kid. That's fine. I have my opinion about it, but I still would be there for someone who got pregnant in their teens. I have been. I was there for someone who had really no one, because all her friends left her because she got pregnant. I was the only one. I said, you know how I feel about that, but I said, that's not what's important, because no matter what, I'm going to be here for you, because this is what you need, and it's for you and for your kid, and I'm going to be here for you. And I was the only one who, I'm like, I don't leave just because you got pregnant and made a bad mistake. You'll work hard at being a good mom because, you'll want that. And I know you can do that. And that's what the kind of person you are. So you just go ahead and do that. This isn't any, you already know my opinion, and so we don't really need to discuss that, I told her that, and she's like, thank you a lot. I was there for her. I helped her out. I talked to her. I held her hand. I gave her hugs. I said, I love you, girl. I was there for her for that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I don't think of you less. I just don't agree. I don't think it's a good idea to get pregnant young. Some situations, out of your control. Rape and incest, out of your control. When someone overpowers you and takes advantage of you, it's out of your control if you get pregnant from it. So, but when you make the decision to have sex, you know the risk. That's your choice. You have to now deal with it if you have the baby. So, if you choose to have the baby, then, you did it. You did the act. You raised the kid. And then, you birthed it, and if you keep it, you keep it. But I'm just saying I don't have a problem with that. But they just want to go ahead and just be like, oh, you're judging me. You're being rude. No, it was righteous judgment saying, I don't agree with single parenthood or being pregnant young. I don't agree with that. Because I don't think it's something that should be in any way okay, not like that. I think it's something that it shouldn't be like, oh yeah, it's fine that you got pregnant young. It's fine that you did that. No. That's something that isn't okay. You shouldn't be having sex young. They even say it's actually not good for you mentally. Because you're not developed yet. And so it's not good for you. and things like that. Now, people listen? No. And that's okay. Not everyone listens. I don't listen. There's stuff I've done that I was supposed to do, that I did, that you're not supposed to do, you know, legally or not, you know, before a certain time. We all do stupid crap, okay? It's fine. It's fine to make mistakes and to learn from them. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is that when I say, yeah, it's something I don't agree with, because, yeah, if I could turn back time, you know, I would do stuff differently. I wouldn't have done some of the stuff I done. But then again, when I think about it, like, why would I want to change it either? I now know how I feel about something. I mean, kids make mistakes all the time. That's how they learn. That's how they know stuff. And you never stop doing that as you grow older. You're still a kid in that way, where you still sometimes have to just make mistakes for you to just process and be like, yeah, that doesn't work for me. Yeah, that's really stupid. Or stuff like that. But I'm just saying, it wasn't something I agree with. But yet they want to bite my head off because I say that. You don't agree? You used the word judging? Guess what? Looked up the definition because I was like, you know what? I'm like, judging isn't what they think it means. Judging means to form an opinion or conclusion about something. And being judgmental is just doing the same thing, but you just add morality to it. Or, you know, like a moral code. But they want to go ahead and take it so personal and be offended and say, oh, you're being rude. No, you're being like negatively judgmental. It's called unrighteous judgment. Guess what? I'm not calling you a slut. I'm not saying you're a piece of crap. I'm just saying I don't agree that you have been pregnant again. I don't agree that being a single parent. But I told her in the comments, I said, I know you had to be a single parent, Yon, and you made the right decision because it was the best interest for your kids. I told her that. I told her that I know she did the right thing of being a single parent for years. Because it was the best thing to do for her kids, because she was with a piece of crap. I wasn't judging her. I know the circumstance she's talking about. And I'm happy that she chose differently and got out of that. And I'm happy she's with someone that, you know, if he treats her well and isn't like the other people, that, you know, he takes care of her and everything. But they want to get all pissy. And that's what I wrote too. I don't know. It's like people just want to point you out as a bad person, even when you're not. But yet they want to call me their friend. Although I bet they're questioning it now, which is fine because I'm questioning theirs. I'm questioning, are they really my friend? Are you really my friend if you're gonna, when you say like you're not gonna be unrighteously judgmental, and you're gonna, and you know, you just let people do their own thing, and you have no issue with it. But the moment someone states an opinion that's different than yours, you're gonna go and try and, what, chop off their head for it? Tell them to watch their mouth and not say what they want because you don't agree with it? That if I want to state my opinions, I pretty much just have to keep it to myself and only avert to myself? It seems like to me some people are dishonest when they say they do one thing, but in reality they do another. I mean, it really grinds my gears, you know.
The Red Line train to Universal American is scheduled to depart in 15 minutes. If you see something, say something. To contact UTA police, call 287.
I mean, they just aren't honest. And I've been honest about myself, but they're not. And then they want to, like, chew me out and be rude. Just getting tired of bullcrap. They have no idea about my school, because I haven't told her. Because I feel like she doesn't even care. And yeah, I know I've been passive aggressive about some stuff, but guess what? I'm just posting like she does how I feel in a situation. If she's feeling guilt towards it, it's her problem. Then you obviously must feel like something's wrong, and that you may have done something wrong. Freaking talk to me if you feel like, oh, but if you don't want to deal with it, then shut the hell up and don't retaliate. That's all I have to say.